So here are the 9 ways to get better at small talk. Jadi ada 9 nih Bapak Ibu yang kami akan share untuk malam ini. Jadi it's not only one, tapi kami berikan 9 caranya. So the first one, kita langsung mulai ke nomor 1. Demonstrate interest in your conversation partner. Like I said before, finding a partner is not that easy. To start the small talk is also not easy, Miss Agnes. So how
Mhm.
could we demonstrate interest in our conversation?
Yes. Finding a partner to talk to is not easy, of course.
Yeah,
But let's make it simple then. Small talk in this case doesn't have always to be in English, right? Even let's say in bahasa Indonesia, we can also do the small talk. Karena nama small talk sendiri kan bahasa basi gitu ya.
yeah,
Tapi the potential of us to meet new people maybe will be higher. Ya nggak sih? Jadi let's
betul.
say as in any kinds of context, nanti di konteks Bapak Ibu, apapun profesi Bapak Ibu, saya percaya Bapak Ibu akan ketemu potensi untuk ketemu orang baru itu pasti ada. Entah Bapak Ibu misalnya sebagai guru. Nah, guru kan nanti mungkin ketemu dengan guru lain atau ketemu dengan murid ataupun Bapak Ibu sebagai pekerjaan lain di sales, marketing. You know, the possibility of you to meet the different people will be higher. Nah, yang paling penting, how we start, number one, demonstrate interest in your conversation partner. Mungkin saya mau highlight satu hal penting, the art of listening. The art of listening. Saya percaya bahwa kalau kita ngomong itu jauh lebih gampang daripada kalau kita suruh mendengarkan. Do you agree on that, Miss Rida?
I couldn't agree more with that, Miss Agnes. Karena kan kalau ngomong aja kan, aduh gampang banget memang Miss Agnes. Tapi kalau
Hmm.
cukup untuk suruh dengerin tuh kayak, aduh bosen. Aduh ngomong apa sih? Ada gitunya nggak sih Miss Agnes?
Yes, yes, I do agree. I do agree. That's why in this case, maybe, nah mungkin kalau Bapak Ibu merasa aku kalau mulai untuk small talk itu agak kesulitan, mungkin Bapak Ibu bisa untuk mendengarkan lebih dulu. Maybe you can ask a simple things. What is your hobby? Nah, kalau ngomongin hobi nih, itu kan sesuatu yang kita suka. Misalnya kalau saya hobi naik gunung, saya hobi lari. Nah, mungkin orang lain maybe like will ask me, okay, so which mountain that you have ever hike before? Oke, kalau saya ditanya sesuatu yang saya suka, pasti orang kan akan terus conversation flow-nya akan mulai jalan kan di situ. Nah, misalnya, Miss Rida, I think you like cooking, right? So, what are the things that you like to cook? Nah, Miss Rida nanti akan nyebutin tuh macam-macamnya tuh, misalnya. Jadi, demonstrate interest in our conversation partner. Di sini belum tentu maksudnya kita harus menyukai hal yang mereka katakan. Enggak tentu, enggak, no. Maybe just to know, just to listen. The art of listening is matter here. Jadi coba kita menggali hal apa sih yang mereka sukai, dan dari situ kan mereka akan cenderung untuk lebih ngomong. Dan dari situ kita akan mulai ada conversation-nya akan lebih melunak. It's like you will have a more better, somehow better flow on the conversation.
Baru
What
nomor
do you
satu
think?
nih. Baru nomor satu nih Bapak Ibu. What do you think? Nih ada pertanyaan nih. What do you think? Menurut Bapak Ibu seperti apa nih? So interest, right? Sangat menarik sekali nih topik malam ini. Jadi nggak hanya untuk tanya sekedar tanya, tapi untuk mendengarkan juga itu sangat penting. Jadi being a listener is also needed. Jadi tidak hanya kita cukup tanya yang akhirnya tidak lanjut pada conversation. So we need to start the conversation with the question that interest to some others. Meskipun seperti yang sudah disampaikan Miss Agnes. Jadi bukan untuk kita suka, tapi untuk mendengarkan. So you need to start from the listening, being a listener. Nah, saya mau nanya nih, Miss Agnes, give me a moment ya. Saya
Mhm.
penasaran nih. Ini kan nomor satu, menurut Miss Agnes sudah sangat menarik sekali nih. Saya mau ngajakin Bapak Ibu sekalian. Jadi boleh tell about your point of view. Menurut Bapak Ibu di poin yang pertama ini boleh disampaikan atau boleh raise your hand, boleh gunakan feature yang ada di, oke, sudah ada yang raise a hand. Oke, are you ready, Miss Shirley? Oke, sebentar. Miss Shirley Marlina.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, what do you think of number one, Miss Shirley? Kalau untuk poin nomor satu nih, menurut Miss Shirley seperti apa?
Well, good evening, ma'am, both
Good
of
evening.
you, and also ladies and gentlemen in this platform. My name is Shirley from West Sumatra. Sorry, a bit coughing. All right, but for number one, I think demonstrate interest in your conversation partner. I think in West Sumatra, in Minang, Nis, actually, sometimes we need to see the people's face before. Sometimes I think that when the people that I meet, uh, I need to see whether they are in the mood of talking or not. So when they are just like really free and they're just like in happy faces, I think that okay, so I'm gonna take this moment to have a small talk with them. But when I see that okay, it's not really a good face, so I'm just gonna avoid them. So I think that when I want to talk to someone, I think that I need to see their face first. That's what I think. Thank
Wah,
you.
thank you. Thank you so much. Sepertinya itu juga perlu nggak sih, Miss Agnes? In
Ya, ya,
seeing the
pasti.
condition. What do you
Mhm.
think?
I do agree. Of course, we have to take a look at someone's facial expression. Maybe when they are quite exhausted. Of
Hmm,
course, maybe we should just avoid for having, chit-chatting or small talk. So we have to take a look at the facial expressions, whether they are busy or not. It's quite very important. Will you interrupt someone who's quite really busy, handling with many job to do? I don't think it's a good idea though.
mhm, mhm, I think so.
Yes, I do agree with Shirley. Miss Shirley.
Alright. Jadi poin yang pertama ternyata meskipun having small talk, kita juga perlu tahu kondisi nih Bapak Ibu. Especially when we have when we want act, yeah, this is a good start for having the conversation. Memang memulainya udah bagus nih, niat bagus untuk memulai small talk, tapi tetap butuh tahu sikon dan kondisi ternyata. Jadi saat orangnya yang mau akan kita ajak bicara ini in a good mood atau tidak, itu juga bisa mempengaruhi. So, we couldn't agree with Miss Shirley. Terima kasih for your point of view. It's also opened the other ways. Ternyata caranya tidak hanya 9, bisa jadi lebih nih karena your point of view. Terima kasih Miss Shirley. Thank you so much for sharing. Then we're gonna go to the second one. Kita akan ke nomor 2 nih. Ask open-ended question. So this is the second one. In having this point, I think it's also not easy, right, Miss Agnes?
Yes.
So how could we start to have the open and ended question in our small talk?
Okay. Before we go into the discussion about open-ended questions, maybe I'll just like to give highlight point, yeah. So in a questions, actually there are two types of questions, close-ended and open-ended. Kalau open-ended, itu mungkin Bapak Ibu kalau kita tahu 5W1H. Itu pertanyaan open-ended. Yang jawabannya most likely there will be many variations on the answers. Difference with yes no questions. Yes no question is close-ended question. Jadi jangan sampai cuma nanya, kamu udah makan belum? Belum. Udah tidur belum? Belum. Udah bangun belum? Nah, itu is the close-ended questions ya. Nah, we should have question with misalnya, how? How do you like it? Why do you like it? Misalnya Miss Rida, why do you like cooking? Since when you like cooking? Apalagi ya Miss Rida ya? What are the foods that you like to cook, Jadi, the answer will have more variations. Atau kalau saya karena saya suka mendaki misalnya, wow, how many how many mountains you have ever hike? Why do you like to go for hiking? Itu kan jawabannya akan lebih bervariasi ya Miss Rida ya. Jadi
Betul.
akan membuat flow untuk conversationnya sendiri akan berjalan lebih 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 panjang juga gitu. We can say.
Atau kita
Jadi
bisa simpulkan
mhm,
sebagai information question kayak gitu ya, Miss Agnes.
bisa
Ah,
information questions.
Oke, jadi pertanyaan terkadang ya seperti yang disampaikan Miss Agnes, there are two ways, ada dua cara, tinggal Bapak Ibu mau yang lebih dikembangkan lagi conversationnya atau ya sudah cukup satu pertanyaan terus sudah. So it just depend on you, tinggal Bapak Ibu pilih mau yang open-ended atau close-ended question. Jadi kalau pengen berkembang lebih, jadi Bapak Ibu bisa pilih yang open-ended atau giving the information, information question. Jadi kalau ada information question, tidak yes dan no saja. Tapi Bapak Ibu bisa menggunakan how do you get there? Oh, berarti harus ada informasi nih. Kalau udah ada informasi, itu akan dilanjut dengan conversation yang lain. Seperti itu, Miss Agnes?
Ya, pasti. Pasti
Alright.
kan jawabannya akan lebih berkembang. Intinya,
Ya,
how to make small talk into the better way to be successful, gimana agar conversation-nya jadi lebih banyak. Salah satunya yaitu open-ended. Tanyanya kan jawabannya bisa sampai mana-mana ya, Miss Rida ya.
betul. Tapi terkadang ya, Miss Agnes, in Indonesian, based on my experience, ini
Mhm,
berdasarkan pengalaman saya ya, Miss Agnes, in learning
mhm,
English. Mostly, people start to ask the close-ended question.
mhm.
So how could we try to invite to have the other conversation if they only give the close-ended question?
Okay, the first thing, maybe they're afraid of making mistakes, especially
Mm-mm.
about how to form a good question in English. But why using why do or why did ya? Oh, but it's in the past. Okay, why did? Mungkin salah satu faktornya adalah mereka takut buat salah grammar. Padahal, let's say we as an English teacher ya, Miss Rida ya, it's
Ya,
actually okay for making mistakes in learning ya.
betul.
Ya, in our classes, most likely we will just invite them to freely talk. Nanti kita akan bantu untuk, how to make a better questions. And then we can also to give them with several of the topic. Biasanya kalau di kelas gitu ya, kita akan kasih beberapa topik yang mungkin mereka akan suka. Nah, gantian tuh. Coba kamu tanya lagi ke aku, ke saya. Nah, itu kan, it's like for challenging them.
Ya.
How to formulate an open-ended questions.
Oh, interesting. Ternyata caranya seperti itu, Bapak Ibu. Jadi, kalau ingin lebih berkembang lagi, ya harus saling ini ya, Miss Agnes, harus saling berusaha satu sama lain. Jadi tidak yang cuma satu arah aja, harus dua arah.
Oh,
Harus banyak arah nih in starting to have the
yes.
small talk.
Mm-mm.
Judulnya small talk, basa-basi, simple. Tapi ternyata banyak hal yang kita dapat malam ini tidak hanya simple, tapi ternyata it's interesting. Discussion. Jadi in having open-ended question, it's also needed. Sangat dibutuhkan nih, Bapak Ibu semuanya, to get better English. If you want to get better English, so use open-ended question. Alright, sebelum saya lanjut ke poin ketiga, I'm gonna invite you. Saya mau milih lagi nih, Bapak Ibu boleh raise a hand, boleh menggunakan fitur angkat tangan. Oke, sudah ada di situ. Muhammad Raditya, sebentar, kehilangan saya. Oke, sebentar. Muhammad Raditya Surya Dilaga. Oke, are you ready to turn on your camera and unmute your microphone?
Yes.
Oke, bolehkah dinyalakan kameranya? Oke, terima kasih. So, what is on your point of view? Kira-kira menurutnya sebentar, ini saya agak kesusahan nih, namanya panjang sekali. Would you kindly
Just
let me know your nickname?
just call me Radit.
Oke, Radit.
Yeah.
Di situ ada poin yang kedua nih, Radit. Ask open-ended question. Kalau menurut Radit, what do you think of the second point?
It is a strong point, but I would suggest to avoid the more personal questions if you're talking to a stranger. Like, we cannot just, how many people have you slept with? Or like the more personal question that relates to either their personal life, their relatives, or any kind of other open-ended question that is personal. I think that's for me. Oh yeah, I have another question.
Uh-huh. What is that?
Is this webinar exclusively for teachers?
No, actually, it's not. It's not. It's
Ah,
for
yes.
all.
I was panicking because everyone I see here is a teacher, and I was thinking, damn, I might be the only student here."
No, don't worry. It's not for special teacher, Radit. Bukan
Okay.
hanya untuk Bapak Ibu guru, tapi semuanya bisa join. Jadi kalau kamu merasa kamu muda sendiri, tidak. Don't worry. Just
I
enjoy
see, I
the
see, I
time
see.
ya,
Okay,
Radit.
that clears up a few things. Okay.
Thank you so much for giving your point of view. So,
Yes,
Miss
no problem.
Agnes, could you give a little bit response on his?
Couldn't agree more. Yes, I do believe,
All
and I do
right.
agree. Don't ask the private. I think it's more into the private, yeah.
Yeah,
Personal, maybe it can be like, personal, but if it's maybe related to experience, if especially a job, I think still okay. But it's about private things, please avoid it. Especially in Indonesia.
betul.
Uh, for
Sensitif sekali
millennial,
itu ya.
ya apalagi kalau lebaran ya, hati-hati
Ah,
terutama
betul
untuk
banget.
yang milenial Gen Z itu kalau nanti ditanya Bude Pak De, udah kalau ada pertanyaan udah mulai kata kapan, itu kayak oh my God, it's like a threatening questions. Kapan? Kapan? Don't ask that kind of question, especially if you're meeting with a stranger, of course.
Exactly. Berarti
Yes.
memang meskipun pertanyaan information question itu juga dibutuhkan ya Miss Agnes in
Mm-mm.
having small talk, tapi tetap kembali lagi poin yang disampaikan teman kita tadi. Bentar, saya lupa namanya.
Radit.
The previous
Radit.
one, the girl one.
Oh, uh,
Jadi tetap lihat sikon dan kondisi. Jadi kalau ada pertanyaan yang sedikit sensitif, ya kita harus melihat dulu respon atau mimik wajahnya, expression. Jadi tetap Bapak Ibu perhatikan apakah it is the right time or this is the right question. So you need to consider that things. Thank you so much for the response, Miss Agnes and also Radit. Then
Yes, no
let's
problem.
go. Thank you so much. Let's
Yep.
go to number 3. Kita ke poin ketiga. Di situ ada allow your conversation partner to teach you. Sepertinya ini menarik sekali nih. Kadang, kalau menurut pengalaman saya, tidak semuanya bisa menerima saat kita dikoreksi. Saat kita membuat salah atau saat grammar kita tidak benar nih, itu pernah terjadi di saya. Jadi kalau lagi berbicara bahasa Inggris di partner atau ada partner nih in speaking English, terus saya buat salah, ternyata dikoreksi. Atau rasanya saya seperti diajari. Nah itu feelingnya sometimes it's uncomfortable, Miss Agnes. Kadang rasanya kayak nggak nyaman nih, Miss Agnes. Kalau ada partner kita yang rasanya mengkoreksi, sebenarnya dikoreksi it's okay, tapi terkadang it's also feeling uncomfortable on my experience long time ago. Nah, how could we start for allow the conversation partner to teach us?
hmm, okay. I do agree with you, especially when maybe, getting or receiving critics. Not
Yeah,
all of the people can accept it with, happy feeling. But, if it's talking about that, actually, if we try to see from the other perspective, then it's actually that person is giving attention to us. That person is still care about us. See it from that perspective. Oh, okay. So there are people maybe want to m- make us better. That's the things. But sometimes there are also critics that will be maybe we just need to ignore it. But in this case, if it's dealing with the small talk, kayaknya kalau pertama kali ketemu orang, kayaknya nggak mungkin deh akan mengkritik orang. Yang ada malah relationnya akan langsung crash ya, atau akan bubar ya.
ya, betul.
Okay, if it's in the terms of the small talk, I do believe misalnya nih, aku nggak pinter masak nih Miss Rida nih. But I know that you're really a good chef in the other way. Maybe you can tell me. Okay, could you please make your
Okay.
how to share your delicious dim sum? I need to know. So you will like to tell me a little bit, and
Ya,
this
ya, ya,
one
ya.
will make, the conversation go better on the flow.
Wah, ternyata kadang membuat orang senang juga bisa pengaruh baik ya, Miss Agnes. Dengan
Yes.
pertanyaan yang sedikit memuji, itu juga dibutuhkan. Oh, kamu pinter nih masak. Boleh
Hmm.
dong sharing sharing resepnya, boleh
Mm-mm.
dong diajarin dikit. Ternyata in having this partner to teach us, it is also the way how we start our small talk. Ternyata
I do
mulainya
agree.
gampang ya, Miss Agnes.
Mm-mm.
Tapi kadang kalau mau memulai itu agak berat nih, Miss Agnes. Nanti takut salah. How good? How is the way?
Well, maybe if it's about sharing,
Ya,
it could be wrong, it can be right. We just, share from based on our experience, right?
right.
It might be correct for you, but maybe for the other excellent chef, misalnya Chef Juna suruh masak, ya bisa, belum tentu. Belum tentu. Oke, it's masih udah perfect. Tapi menurut kita udah perfect. It's
Ya.
actually not about the matter whether it's actually perfect or not. Whether
Mhm.
we can do our, in our what we can do in a good way or not. Belum tentu. Tapi maybe the person is actually just want to share knowledge.
Ya.
Bisa aja. Mungkin dia sebenarnya juga tertarik gitu. Atau misalnya saya ke teman saya. Wah, coba dong ajarin lari dong. Aku tuh dulu trauma loh lari, kamu mulai aja dulu. Padahal belum tentu teman kita itu adalah atlet gitu ya. Dia misalnya dia juga sama-sama suka lari aja. Nah, dari pengalamannya dia yang konsisten lari gitu misalnya ya, kita bisa belajar gitu. Ada hal yang akan kita bisa pelajari dari mereka. Belum tentu
Wah,
mereka kita share itu karena kita udah expert. Belum tentu. Kita share aja dari pengalaman yang ada gitu.
wah, ini mengingatkanku nih, Miss Agnes. At the moment when I started on diet, you teach me
Mm-mm.
the way. Itu kan, itu kan juga one of the
Ya,
example,
ya,
right? Jadi,
exactly.
padahal aku nggak pengen tuh diajarin, nggak pengen tuh sebenarnya. Maksudnya, aku tidak meminta Miss Agnes ajarin dong, nggak meminta. Tapi dengan cara kita mulai dari basa-basi, sharing. Miss Agnes waktu itu sharing sedikit informasi tentang lari, tentang kardio, tentang apa. Akhirnya we start the conversation and then we also find any other information. And she teaches me. Dan Miss Agnes mengajari saya caranya. Ternyata in only start from the small talk. Mulainya memang dari basa-basi nih Bapak Ibu. Waktu itu mulainya hanya karena apa ya Miss Agnes? Saya jadi lupa waktu itu. Do you remember?
Kayaknya kalau nggak salah Miss Rida itu upload progress diet.
Oh iya
Terus,
betul.
wah semangat Kak, saya semangat Miss Rida untuk diet. And then I also
Betul.
share that I'm also struggling
Ya,
in, having weight loss. And then we have, sharing knowledge in this case. Nah dari situ, allow your conversation partner to teach you.
alright. That's the point. Itu ternyata poinnya nih Bapak Ibu. Jadi open-minded is also needed. Jadi
Mm-mm.
untuk membuka diri bahwa everyone can be our teacher, siapapun bisa menjadi guru kita, karena sometimes we also need to improve and improve the skill that we have by having other partner to be our teacher. Untuk mengajari kita banyak hal yang mungkin kita belum pernah tahu dan bisa jadi kita dapat dari partner yang kita ajak berbicara. And I got it from the small talk that I started from Miss Agnes before. Oke, menarik sekali nih nomor 3 nih. Alright, saya mau pick one of person again. Saya mau ngajakin Bapak Ibu lagi untuk conversation atau untuk just only show your point of view. Bisa disampaikan. This is the time. So I have number 3. So now I have Fajrah. Hai Fajrah. Can you hear me Fajrah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so do you have any other point of view atau mungkin ada pandangan yang lain nih di nomor 3 nih Fajrah? What do you think?
In my opinion, about number 3, uh, I think it not at all that people uncomfy that someone to teach them, because I think we are human, like we should to uh more explore, like that something that we we have issues or problem that make me problem, like I need to someone to teach me, because ini dari pengalaman pribadi sih Kak, kayak
Ya,
masalah pertemanan, lingkungan. eh Kadang kita juga perlu dikritik Kak, karena kalau kalau apa ya, kalau kita tidak apa ya, kalau semakin kita tidak banyak dapat kritikan atau kayak mungkin bagaimana, kayak saya rasa itu eh kita kayak di situ-situ saja, jadi tidak improve lagi. Jadi ke eh, saya rasa butuh apa ya, butuh saran begitu sih Kak.
hey, so that's your point of view. Thank you,
Ya
Fajra.
Kak, thank you.
Alright, interesting. Miss Agnes, masih ada feeling uncomfortable nih, Miss Agnes. What's your response on that point of view?
Ya, as humans ya, we cannot
Iya.
control someone's emotions.
Mhm,
Kadang pun saya juga merasa kayak nggak nyaman juga kalau dikritik gitu ya. Terutama
betul.
kalau cewek mungkin lagi moody atau maybe on period gitu ya.
Mhm.
Dikritik dikit aja udah yang sih gitu. How to make it simple ya? Yeah, maybe if you don't think that 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 critic is good for you, just 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 keep it away. Ya udah biarin aja menurut aku.
Oh,
Karena ya kita nggak bisa mengontrol siapa yang akan berikan kritik ini atau itu gitu ya. Ya mungkin di awal-awal pernah lah kita ya ngerasain, aduh dikritik gini jadi baper, itu pasti pernah. Tapi let's say semakin mungkin kita akan mendapat kritik, mungkin semakin kita terbiasa dengan hal-hal tersebut. Gitu aja sih. Jadi kalau itu mungkin dirasa nggak sesuai dengan isi hati, nggak, "Ah, aku nggak kayak gini kok, ya udah biarin aja gitu. Tapi kalau dirasa itu memang kayaknya aku harus berubah sih, misalnya gitu. Just maybe you have to consider about it. Lebih bagaimana kita mengontrol emosi kita aja. Fokus apa yang bisa kita kontrol. Di sini adalah reaksi kita. Tapi kalau omongan orang, people comments, we cannot control it. Kayak di social media. Emang kita bisa ngontrol loh siapa yang akan memuji kita, siapa yang akan julitin kita. Enggak, yang bisa kita lakukan adalah ya udah simple aja. Kalau nggak suka ya udah biarin gitu aja. Dan itu butuh praktek memang. Maksudnya butuh proses ya. Nggak bisa dalam satu waktu kita
betul,
langsung mental baja. Take it or leave it. Simple.
betul.
Yes, like Shirley mentioned, take it or leave it.
Yeah,
Simple.
I couldn't agree more with that. So just focus on your process, fokus pada proses, don't care about people said. Karena itu tidak akan membantu dalam perkembangan skill kita, itu akan malah menghambat kalau menurut saya. Jadi, I couldn't agree more. Take it and leave it. That's all. You don't need to focus on that. Kalau fokus pada satu salah saja, nanti tidak akan berkembang. Kalau fokus pada yang komen tidak baik, akhirnya kita hanya kepikiran, ya udah deh, kita nggak akan ngomong lagi. Itu malah, no, it's not good idea for you. So you could just forget it. Dilupakan aja kayaknya ya, Miss Agnes. When we have that such of people in giving the critics, memberikan kritik, kadang kritik itu membangun, kadang kritik itu juga kurang baik. Ya, just you know yourself better. Just if you need it, take it. If you don't, just leave it. Interesting. Let's go to the next one. We have the fourth points. This is only read the news. Cuman baca berita nih guys. What do you think? Apakah ini juga bisa dimulai untuk having better in small talk? Apakah bisa nih Miss Agnes? So how is the beginning to just only read the news in
Yes,
having
of course.
small
Yeah,
talk?
yes, it's important. Bisa jadi ini adalah salah satu bahan yang bisa kita jadi bahan omongan ketika conversation. Misalnya, walaupun misalnya aku nggak suka bola ya, tapi kemarin kan minggu lalu uh, Indonesia lawan tanding kan. Ya, it's like it can be one of the topic for the conversations, especially maybe if you talk to men. And maybe the men, most likely men would like to talk about football, like sports, right? Itu jadi bisa jadi bahan omongan atau maybe about politics or maybe about any kinds of cases happen. Atau simpelnya kalau sesama cewek-cewek ya bestie gitu. Hei, oh enggak kasusnya Ria Ricis yang ini transfer 500 juta. Nah, jadi bahan gibah deh ya. As
Betul.
simple as that.
Ternyata gibah itu juga ada poin pentingnya ya, Miss Agnes, in improving the
Yes.
skill. Though sometimes it's also, kok gibah? Tapi actually, we can also use another way, in a good way, in doing
Mhm,
gibah. Use English. Pakai bahasa Inggris. Jadi sambil
mhm,
gibah, ada positifnya. Negatif dan positif. Gitu, Miss Agnes.
mhm.
See? That's how you could start for having small talk from the news. Dari berita yang sedang happening, you can also use it as your small talk. Biasanya gibahnya pakai Indonesia. Sekarang bisa dimulai pakai bahasa Inggris nih. Bapak Ibu bisa mulai dengan gibahin itu tadi, artis yang tentang berapa? 500 juta. Kenapa dengan 500 juta? So this is the question. Bisalah jadi small talk, akhirnya bisa conversation. So you have the discussion and you also share your point of view in English. So there are four options in having small talk. Jadi Bapak Ibu bisa empat, baru empat nih, masih ada lima lagi. So please stay awake. I'm gonna go to the next number. Kita lanjut ke nomor lima. Before that, kita akan selesaikan lima nomor. Setelah itu saya akan berikan waktu Bapak Ibu jika ada yang mau ditanyakan atau mau berdiskusi langsung dengan Miss Agnes dan saya. I'll give you the time. But let us finish the slide first in five numbers ya. Kita mulai dengan ini. We have number five that we need to be honest. Kita harus jujur nih. Jujurnya gimana nih? So how to be honest in having the small talk? What do you think, Miss Agnes?
Yes. It's just show the way you are. Just be honest with your conditions.
Mhm,
Kalau misalnya, I mean like, for example, if you don't like something, ya just say that you don't like something.
mhm,
Just show the way you are. Ya simpelnya ngomong apa adanya aja, jujur. Karena kalau tiba-tiba kita, apa ya contohnya ya, kita berusaha nih mau masuk ke salah satu, em, misalnya kita pengen jadi social climber gitu ya. Terus kita berusaha flexing dan oke show off gitu loh. Padahal belum tentu kita sesuai dengan with that kind of style gitu. Itu artinya kita nggak being honest to ourselves. Jadi kalau misalnya di sini kita berusaha menjadi orang lain, or let's say you pretend to be someone else, that maybe that will be the boomerang for you. Just be the way you are, and if that person, I mean like if the other people just love like you, then you will be friends. Jadi nggak perlu menjadi pura-pura menjadi orang lain. Jadilah dirimu sendiri. Lebih seperti itu sih menurut saya, Miss Rida. What do you think about
Wah,
you, Miss Rida?
I couldn't agree more with that. Jadi memang just be ourselves. Ya, bagaimanapun kita, ya sudah, honest to yourself. And I really couldn't agree more with that. Saya sangat setuju nih dengan Miss Agnes. Karena kita pun tidak bisa nih menjadi orang lain ya, Miss Agnes. Tapi kalau imitating atau untuk meniru sekedar, oh nanti kita akan bahas. Tapi kalau untuk menjadi orang lain itu, we cannot just be honest on yourself. Jadi mampunya seperti apa? If it is, as long as it is comfortable for you, nyaman, dan Bapak Ibu merasa you have something good, then you could just be honest to yourself and be yourself. This is the point. Jadi lebih ke jadi diri sendiri ya. Seperti itu, Miss
Hmm,
Agnes.
yes.
Interesting. That's the five points. Be honest. Jadi jujur atau bisa ke be yourself. Alright, let's go to the sixth. Kita langsung ke nomor 6. Copy good conversationalists. Jadi kita harus ngopi ternyata Bapak Ibu. In start the small talk. Ternyata Miss Agnes ini my inspiration. For example, in my point of view. That could be. I can learn something from you, Miss Agnes, anyway. Nah, ini boleh nih contoh sedikit. Ternyata Miss Agnes ini inspirasi saya nih. Jadi cara Miss Agnes menyampaikan sesuatu, saya mendengarkan nih bagaimana Miss Agnes express her feeling atau her statement in explaining something. Ternyata kok menurut aku nyaman nih. Bisa deh saya contoh nih cara Miss Agnes menyampaikan, cara Miss Agnes memakai tata bahasanya. So you can also use this copy good. Maksudnya boleh ditiru nih in improving your English. Isn't it like that, Miss Agnes?
It could be seen in that way. Atau misalnya kalau Bapak Ibu nih punya inspirasi, siapa yang menurut Bapak Ibu public speaker yang bagus itu siapa? Oh, misalnya Bapak Ibu ngefans sama Pak Jokowi karena ngomongnya lebih ke straightforward. Atau mungkin Pak Anies. Sebenarnya kan gitu kita lihat Pak Anies itu kan cara ngomongnya sangat bagus ya, rapi, tertata gitu. Atau Najwa Shihab, atau siapapun yang lain, Barack Obama, Steve Jobs, atau siapapun itu. Atau mungkin Pak Karno yang sangat berapi-api gitu ya di masa awal kemerdekaan ya. Jadi let's say saya percaya Bapak Ibu memiliki public speaker yang Bapak Ibu ini sukai atau Bapak Ibu idolakan gitu. Mungkin kita bisa belajar dari mereka. Let's say misalnya Mbak Najwa Shihab. Kita tahu bahwa let's say she is one of the great journalist in Indonesia, ya kan? Nah, apa sih yang membuat dia itu bagus gitu? Kita bisa belajar dari mereka. Kita bisa belajar, oh oke, dia caranya kayak gini toh. Oke, we can try to see on the way how they express on their thoughts. Kayak gitu. Atau mungkin misalnya lihat siapa lagi ya. Ya itu contohnya misalnya Mbak Najwa Shihab. Aku sukanya ngelihatnya cara ngomongnya tuh rapi, tertata gitu. I still say that my public speaking is still way need to be improved. Jadi kadang saya juga harus melihat dari beberapa great public speaker. Lebih seperti itu, Miss Rida. Saya percaya bahwa Miss Rida
Alright,
juga punya great public speaker yang diidolakan juga. Begitupun Bapak Ibu.
betul. Jadi having the good public speaker that we love. Untuk kita bisa tiru gayanya, tiru cara penyampaiannya, tiru tata bahasanya. Itu ternyata bisa nih Bapak Ibu mulai in having the small talk. Jadi saya orang Jawa nih ya, ngomongnya pasti ada medoknya di Bapak Ibu. Kok bisa jadi tidak medok ya? Like what Miss Agnes said, seperti yang Miss Agnes sampaikan, saya ada seseorang yang saya idolakan. Jadi saya melihat dan akhirnya mengamati, setelah itu saya praktekkan. So, Bapak Ibu bisa lakukan itu in your good skill, in better skill, because in English meskipun ada medoknya bisa sebagai ciri khas, tapi in English you need also to use the better intonation and accent. Gayanya pun juga bisa ditiru dengan our lover atau our good public speaker. So this is the point. Ini poinnya. Maksud copy good ini apa? Jadi untuk meniru cara dan gaya penyampaiannya. That's the point number 6. I hope this is also interest for you. The seventh one. Kita lanjut ke nomor 7. Boost your conversation partner's self-esteem. Nah, ini maksudnya kayak gimana nih? Langsung aja deh ke point of view-nya Miss Agnes nih. What do you think about number 7, Miss Agnes?
Oke. Oke, a good small talk.
Ya,
A successful small talk will most likely will give us happy feeling, right?
right?
If we may be feeling, grumpy at the end, or maybe when you're feeling annoyed, or maybe when you're feeling angry, maybe you were not doing number 7. Boost your conversation partner self-esteem. Yang artinya di sini ya gimana caranya kita bisa membuat mereka senang. Mereka merasa dihargai, mereka merasa they are being respected in this
Ya,
case. Jadi kita harus mengapresiasi mereka. Bisa jadi kita kasih komplimen,
ya,
tapi nggak usah lebay. Wow, keren banget ya. Nggak usah. Nggak usah terlalu fake. Just try to give a simple compliment. But from the simple compliment is actually maybe can make them happy. Wow, you're interesting. Wow, you're so great. You can do this. Maybe if I do it, I cannot do it. Misalnya kayak gitu. As simple as that.
Wah, to appreciate something like
Appreciating.
that. Alright. Jadi ternyata butuh nih diapresiasi. Kalau saya pun begitu nih Bapak Ibu, kalau diapresiasi. Oh, terlihat muda ya. Itu kan happy nih akhirnya.
Mhm.
Jadi itu juga ternyata dibutuhkan in having small talk. Perlu apresiasi, perlu diapresiasi bahasa simpelnya. Jadi Bapak Ibu bisa mencoba cara ini in having number seven. Di nomor 7 bisa diaplikasikan in having small talk. Let's go to the next number nine. Oh, sorry. It's number 8 still. Ternyata masih nomor 8, Bapak Ibu. Di situ ada pertanyaan nih, what's keeping you busy these days? Nah, ini yang tadi sedikit dibahas nih yang awal tadi ya. In using the open-ended question atau information question. Jadi tidak hanya berhenti di yes sama no saja. Udah makan belum? Belum. Ya udah, finish. Tapi Bapak Ibu juga bisa memakai cara ini. What's keeping you busy these days? Akhirnya cerita, oh iya, karena hari ini tuh saya sibuknya banyak. Ini hari Senin nih, jadi numpuk banyak nih kerjaan. Akhirnya cerita. Akhirnya ada gosipnya juga. So you can also try to use this as well in having the small talk. Bapak Ibu pun bisa mencoba cara ini. Jadi pakai cara asking in information question. Bisa tanya menggunakan information question yang akhirnya bisa mengembangkan conversationnya atau percakapan between you and your friend, between you and your partner. Is it like that, Miss Agnes?
Yes. Mungkin Bapak Ibu kalau misalnya bingung ya. Sometimes we're just quite confused. What will we ask
Ya,
to our speaking partner? As simple as asking, lagi sibuk apa sekarang? How's your day? Are you busy today? What did you do today? As simple as that. It's also makes them feeling appreciated because there is someone else who wants to know
ya,
about their activity. And maybe from that moment they will share on their feelings. Mungkin di situ mereka akan curhat bisa jadi, aduh capek banget hari ini bla 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 bla. Oke, it's already becoming a small talk. Jadi di sini sebenarnya kita ngasih atensi, perhatian seenggaknya. Kamu sibuk apa?
betul. Tapi nggak ada embel-embelnya ya, Miss Agnes. Setelah tanya kamu sibuk apa?
Apa tuh?
Biasanya tuh ada embel-embel yang lain nih, yang akhirnya being said in responding. Kamu sibuk apa? Ini based on my experience ya. Kadang tuh kamu sibuk apa? Do you have 100?
Aduh, jangan dong.
It's also the culture in our country. I mean the people around. Jadi betternya menggunakan information question. Kamu sibuk apa? Lagi happy nggak? What's your
Hmm,
feeling? Akhirnya itu juga bisa continue discussion. Bahkan seperti yang disampaikan Miss Agnes curhat. Bisa saling curhat. Bisa saling kasih suggestion. So that's number 8. Bapak Ibu bisa mulai dengan bertanya kondisi atau perasaan. Kadang orang Indonesia itu yang ditanyakan hanya eh langsung to the point to get the point. Tapi in having small talk, you better try to use this. Bapak Ibu bisa memulai dengan what's keeping you busy these days atau what's your feeling? Are you happy? Akhirnya continue in the conversation. So, let's go to number 9. The number 9, know that the other people feel weird. Ini related to our friend response. Ya nggak sih, Miss Agnes?
ya,
In
heeh.
knowing the condition, terus kita juga memperhatikan orangnya itu lagi sibuk tidak, atau sedang baik-baik saja, atau mungkin sedang having problem. We also need to know the situation, isn't it, Miss Agnes?
Yes. Ini saya ingat yang tadi diomongin pertama sama Miss Shirley kalau nggak salah
Ya,
ya, yang tadi ya.
betul-betul, Miss Shirley. Ya,
Heeh. Harus tahu sikon. Intinya harus tahu sikon, teman-teman. We have to know the other people's feeling. We need to be able to read the situation in this case. Kalau kelihatan orangnya lagi sibuk, ya jangan sampai kita ajak basa-basi. Maybe they will be having maybe they're just like that they will not feeling comfortable, and our conversation will not going well in this case.
Betul, bisa jadi malah jadinya marah
Mm-mm. Iya,
karena
jadi
tidak
harus tahu sikap.
betul, tidak tepat sikon dan kondisinya. So, this is number 9. You also need to see around. Are they ready to have the small talk with you? Jadi sambil though you want to improve your English, tapi dilihat juga sikonnya. If this is the right time or not. But that's the point number 9. So that's all the way how we get better at a small talk. Ini cara-caranya nih Bapak Ibu yang bisa Bapak Ibu pakai untuk memulai basa-basi in English. Kalau di bahasa Indonesia kan saya tahu Bapak Ibu sudah expert in doing that, but in English you could try these ways. Bapak Ibu bisa mencoba dengan cara-cara yang ada di screen yang hari ini kita bahas. I hope it can also help you. Semoga bisa membantu in having your better English.